Untitled Goose game is a comedic stealth and sandbox game in which players play as a cheeky goose in a little community. The game takes place in a beautiful environment full of strange characters and surprises. They wander through backyards, explore shops, and disturb the tranquil village green. The game has a special honk button for maximum mayhem. There are 2 horrible geese in an exciting new 2-player cooperative mode. Players can team up as a pair of awful geese to double the honks, collaborate on pranks, and cause even more havoc on the unsuspecting townsfolk. Worms W.M.D is an exciting game that has gorgeous 2D visuals, cars, structures, crafting, and traditional worms physics. Players may enjoy campaign tasks, a variety of levels, and significant personalization options. Buildings offer tactical protection to worms, while crafting crates let players to construct enhanced equipment such as the electric sheep, bazooka pie, and holy mine grenade. The game also includes over 80 weapons and tools. Players can also find other gun kinds to deal more damage. The King of Fighters 13 is a striking return to classic 2D fighting with refined mechanics that reward skill and precision. The hand-drawn animations look stunning in motion, while the enhanced netcode makes competitive matches feel reliable and smooth. Each fighter has depth, encouraging mastery and strategy across different playstyles. The soundtrack fuels every battle with intensity, and the modes provide both challenge and replay value. As a refined update to a beloved entry, this game feels both timeless and exciting. Going Under turns the world of unpaid internships into a chaotic, satirical dungeon crawler with sharp humor and eye-catching visuals. Combat feels scrappy in a good way. Using office junk as improvised weapons keeps things fresh. The writing hits hard with clever jabs at startup culture, making each run more than just button mashing. It's stylish, smart, and not afraid to be weird. The art pops with color, and the soundtrack keeps energy high while smashing through failed tech dreams. Definitely worth exploring.
You ever murdered someone? What? Answer the question.
BROK the InvestiGator is a refreshing mix of point-and-click adventure and beat-em-up action that works surprisingly well. The story pulls you in with its emotional weight, mixing mystery, humor, and heartfelt moments. Choices actually matter, shaping how the narrative unfolds and encouraging multiple playthroughs. The combat is straightforward but satisfying, giving a nice break from the puzzle solving. Its hand-drawn art style feels warm and inviting, while the characters are written with real personality. It's a clever, engaging game that's easy to recommend.
You've saved me. You're my hero.
Explore a huge and dangerous
Quest Hunter is a fun isometric action RPG where every decision changes the outcome. The humor lands well, and the light puzzle solving keeps things engaging. Combat feels satisfying, especially in co-op mode with friends. The hand-drawn art gives the world a colorful, cartoon-like tone that matches the playful writing. It's easy to sink hours into upgrading gear and clearing dungeons. Those who enjoy loot, quests, and a bit of witty dialogue will find plenty to enjoy across its quirky, treasure-filled world.
Survive.
KLONOA, a classic 3D side-scrolling action game series, has been restored. The tales of KLONOA Door to Phantasy and KLONOA Tulu Nate's Veil are combined in the remastered edition. The gameplay components of the original game have been retained, but the game has been upgraded for a visually spectacular experience. Adjustable difficulty settings have been added to allow newbies to fully immerse themselves in KLONOA's charm. For fans of the series, the restored edition offers a pleasant trip down memory lane. Rift Adventure brings a mix of platforming and pixel art action that feels rewarding with each run. The world has personality, packed with quirky side characters, secrets, and satisfying combat that keeps the pace moving. Retro visuals are colorful, and the soundtrack enhances every jump, dash, and enemy encounter. Progression feels meaningful, encouraging return trips to uncover more upgrades and routes. A fun and engaging journey that consistently motivates players to push forward and discover something new around every corner. Ruffy in the Riverside feels like a breath of fresh air with its colorful world, playful tone, and inventive mechanics. The way Ruffy transforms objects using magical paint adds a fun twist to exploration and puzzle solving. Characters are quirky, environments look lively, and the soundtrack keeps the adventure upbeat. The pacing stays engaging, and each new area encourages curiosity. This is a cheerful, imaginative game that keeps pulling attention back for just one more task, making adventures feel exciting and worth returning to.
Jump into this wonderful adventure and check.
The Adventure Pals is a hilarious and whimsical platformer packed with quirky humor, colorful worlds, and a delightfully oddball cast. The combat feels snappy, the exploration is fun, and the game constantly throws silly moments that keep the adventure lighthearted. The Giraffe Companion adds a playful twist to traversal, and each stage brings fresh ideas without dragging things out. The visuals pop with personality, and the upbeat tone makes every session enjoyable. A joyful, energetic journey worth jumping into. Planet Alpha pulls players into a surreal sci-fi world filled with bold colors, strange wildlife, and awe-inspiring landscapes. Platforming and puzzle-solving feel engaging, with each area pushing curiosity forward through inventive set pieces and smart environmental interactions. The dynamic day and night cycle adds tension and spectacle, turning simple paths into dramatic encounters. Planet Alpha rewards exploration, inspires wonder, and leaves a lasting sense of cosmic adventure long after the journey concludes. Keeper's Toll is a roguelite adventure game set in a gloomy fantasy world with vintage graphics. Players must travel a harsh world, defeating powerful foes and overcoming distinct opponent kinds and bosses. The game contains 6 ascended heroes, each with their own mechanics and advancement routes. To battle powerful bosses and invaders, players must adopt a strategic attitude. Key characteristics include a hybrid of horde survival and ARPG aspects, deliberate skill-based gameplay, configurable character classes, and dramatic boss encounters. Catmaze is a delightful Metroidvania full of folklore-inspired creatures, clever puzzles, and hidden paths waiting to be uncovered. The hand-drawn visuals give each location personality, while the soundtrack adds mood and energy to every step. Combat feels satisfying, with spells and abilities that encourage experimentation and exploration. Catmaze rewards curiosity with secrets, upgrades, and memorable encounters, making it a journey worth taking. The story feels mystical and keeps attention as new regions show peril. Hall of Sentinels delivers a surprisingly deep tactical experience wrapped in a sleek sci-fi aesthetic. The real-time strategy mechanics feel tight and rewarding, with each unit type offering distinct advantages that demand smart thinking. Missions are well-paced, keeping tension high without ever feeling overwhelming. Visually, it impresses with clean designs and atmospheric backdrops that elevate the action. The soundtrack pulses with intensity, perfectly matching the game's futuristic tone. Every victory feels earned, making each battle satisfying. Ghost Blade HD is a top-down shoot-'em-up game that blends classic 1990s shooters with new additions. It has a clean graphic design, spectacular effects, and an exciting 2-player option. The game strikes a balance between accessibility and complexity, making it suitable for newbies while rewarding seasoned players. High-definition visuals, 5 hard stages with boss adversaries, 3 separate player ships with varied weapon kinds, traditional arcade-style gameplay, local co-op mode, online leaderboards, and an in-game achievement system. Annie Last Hope is a gritty, atmospheric action game that blends survival tension with engaging storytelling. Its dark, hand-drawn visuals give every level a sense of desperation and mystery, while the smooth combat keeps the pace sharp and satisfying. The balance between strategy and chaos feels rewarding, especially when managing limited resources in intense firefights. What truly stands out is the haunting tone and emotional depth that pull you into Annie's world, making every battle feel personal and every victory well-earned. Klang 2 is a delightful blend of rhythm and strategy, creating a gameplay experience that's both challenging and satisfying. The visuals are charming, with a colorful, handcrafted aesthetic that keeps each level engaging. Controls are intuitive, making it easy to jump into the action while still rewarding precision and timing. The soundtrack is catchy and perfectly synced with gameplay, adding an extra layer of immersion. Puzzle design is clever, encouraging creative thinking without ever feeling frustrating. It's a fun, vibrant game that's hard to put down. The game has diverse weapons with unique powers and playstyles, allowing for strategic and varied gameplay. Players may upgrade and personalize their weaponry, confront epic boss battles, acquire new ships with varied powers, find hidden mysteries, and compete in internet leaderboards. The game's moody soundtrack heightens the tension, while the simple control system allows for precision movement and shooting. Players may explore the alien planet through treasures and story aspects, and the game includes a rigorous yet fair difficulty curve for both casual and hardcore players. Fates of Ord is a novel spin on classic RPGs, with time only moving when you do. This unique mechanism provides a deep strategic element to battle, requiring you to deliberate before casting each spell. The pixel imagery is attractive, and the story-driven universe seems rich in mythology and meaningful choices. Experimenting with magic and discovering its implications keeps the gameplay interesting. Some may find the tempo slower than in action-packed RPGs, but for those who value tactical depth and important decisions, Fates of Ord is a hidden gem worth exploring. Ravensword Shadowlands sets up a vast fantasy world filled with wide landscapes, engaging quests, and a sense of adventure that feels rewarding. The freedom to roam across forests, mountains, and dungeons while facing dangerous beasts adds a satisfying edge to the journey. Combat feels weighty with melee and ranged choices, while the leveling system gives steady growth that keeps progression exciting. The music and atmosphere combine to make exploration feel worthwhile, and the game provides a solid sense of scale and adventure that is easy to enjoy for hours. I Am the Hero is a one-of-a-kind and amazing gaming experience that allows players to unlock and personalize a variety of heroes, each with their own set of powers and playstyles. With difficulty levels ranging from easy to tough, the game includes a bright, pixel graphic environment loaded with nostalgic references and hidden treasures. Others may immerse themselves in an epic plot, engage in tough boss battles, and compete in online leaderboards with friends and others from all over the world. Constant upgrades and fresh material ensure that the journey never comes to an end. Aero The Acro-Bat 2 is a vibrant platformer that thrives on creative stage design and inventive mechanics. The variety of acrobatic moves keeps the action engaging, while the colorful visuals and catchy soundtrack make each level a joy to revisit. The challenge is fair yet rewarding, encouraging mastery without becoming frustrating. With its energetic pace and imaginative obstacles, the game remains a standout side-scroller that balances fun gameplay with a strong sense of style, making it enjoyable to return to again and again. Deathchron is a classic arcade game with furious platform action, powerful attacks, and challenging opponents. A youngster is transported to another universe in which robots have taken power, providing a unique opportunity to avoid a dark future. The game has nostalgic 8-bit graphics, exciting gameplay, and increasingly tough tasks. It also includes hidden mysteries, power-ups, and throwbacks to vintage arcade games. The plot is fascinating with surprising twists and turns. Deathchron features various endings, leaderboards, and unlocked achievements. Illusion of Lefalcia is a hidden gem for fans of classic JRPGs. The story unfolds with charm, blending mystical lore and a touch of nostalgia through its turn-based battles and character-driven plot. The visuals are vibrant, and the soundtrack adds emotional depth to key moments. While it doesn't reinvent the genre, it delivers a satisfying and heartfelt adventure that rewards exploration and strategy. Its pacing feels just right, making it easy to get lost in the world. A great pick for anyone craving a traditional RPG experience with soul. Jin Conception is a refreshing throwback to classic RPGs with a unique twist on turn-based combat. The game's story keeps you guessing with its layered mystery and unpredictable turns, while the pixel art gives it a nostalgic but distinct charm. Battles are satisfying, especially with the tactical focus on timing and party synergy. The soundtrack fits perfectly with the mood, adding depth to every scene. It feels like a game made by someone who truly loves old-school RPGs but wanted to add something bold and different. DORAEMON and Story of Seasons combine to create a one-of-a-kind agricultural experience in Natura. With the big tree serving as the focal point, Doraemon and his buddies play a variety of responsibilities to help the town's well-being, with the major theme being making bonds with the residents. The game offers more than simply agricultural cultivation and livestock care. It also includes intriguing adventures, exploration of the town, and bug-catching escapades. Fans of the popular Doraemon series will appreciate the usage of Doraemon's devices to help players with their daily tasks. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition is a fantastic dive into the digital world, mixing monster collecting with engaging turn-based battles. The story is layered with mystery, and the character interactions keep each chapter interesting. Digivolution is addictive, encouraging experimentation and long-term team building. The art style is colorful with sleek designs that make every Digimon feel unique. As a collection, it's a rewarding journey that rewards patience and curiosity, making it easy to sink hours into without losing interest.
And I'm right here!
Last Recode is the 4th volume of the XIII series, continuing Hazio's adventure through the original trilogy. The game alternates between portions set in the world and outside of it. Players may explore Hazio's computer, similar to an augmented reality game, to discover more about the outside world and the game. Outside of battle, players can purchase and improve equipment, as well as supplies to treat status afflictions. The game's graphics may not be as ancient as the original series, but the gameplay is fluid, and there is lots of substance.
Back to the world.
Duck Souls Plus is an action platformer game in which you play as a courageous duck with a sprint ability who must find eggs and secure his species' survival. Set in a dangerous fantasy realm, players must navigate through 100 levels filled with deadly traps, leap over spikes, scale walls, and avoid certain doom. Put their platforming skills to the test with intense difficulty, survive against over 20 different types of deadly traps, and collect 20 unique hats to personalize their duck. The game provides an exciting journey for duck fans. The Forbidden Arts is a fantasy action-adventure that feels both charming and challenging. You play as Phoenix, a young hero discovering his ability to control fire, and the journey balances platforming, combat, and light exploration in a way that keeps things moving at a good pace. The variety of environments gives the world a nice sense of scale, while the mix of side quests and secrets add incentive to look around. The controls are straightforward and the difficulty ramps up steadily. making progress feel rewarding without being overwhelming.
Time to say goodbye.
Door Kickers has a gripping anti-terrorist unit leader position in which you must lead your troops through deadly missions. The game necessitates strategic preparation, improvisation, and coordination among several operations in order to reach the hostage location before enemies can act. The game has a 2D top-down perspective, real-time gameplay, no turns, hexes, action points, or complicated interfaces, a mix of realism and high-octane action. Mastering the art of faultless planning and mission execution without error is a difficult but rewarding talent.